Stadt Hamburg an der Elbe Auen, wie bist du stattlich anzuschauen, mit deinen Türmen hoch und her, lebst du dich schön und lieblich sehr. Heil über dir, Harmonia, Harmonia.
Hello, this is Pierre Ethier, Class 12. Today is the 22nd of July 2011, and I'm in the city of Hamburg. So today I'm going to talk on the subject of professionalism. Professionalism, there's a very interesting definition that Ron Hubbard wrote. Now, the reason I adopted that definition is because it is a good definition. It's not because L.RON Hubbard wrote it, as some people tend to say about anyone who quotes Hubbard. A professional, it is not magic or luck that makes a professional. It is hard-won know-how carefully applied. A true professional may do things pretty easily from all appearances, but is actually taking care with each little bit that it is done just right. Now, what can be wrong with that definition? Well, unless you like bought-shop products, or you like to pay the price of a Rolls Royce and be satisfied with a Yugo, then I think you should think that this definition is interesting. Now, the opposite of professionalism is quickie. Quickie is simply defined as omitting, for whatever reason, actions or steps that would satisfy all demands or requirements, or doing something less than could be achieved. This definition does not apply specific to Scientology, but to life. This is the winning attitude. You do things thoroughly, completely, with each little details done. That's the difference between a $10 violin and a Stradivarius. Is a difference between a Rolls Royce and a Yugo. Doing every little bit right. Same thing, masterpieces, from architecture to painting. The creator ensured that each little bit was done just right. And I apply this in auditing, of course, or in programming cases. So the PC come with a little bit of a bad indicator. I just check a question or two toward it, and bang, we blow the whole thing that had somehow become restimulated or that was not quite right. Well, many would be just satisfied, oh, let's just go on and good enough. You know, same thing. There's some bad indicators. They ran with very little action, total norm action. They ran with little result. Well, good enough. Or worse, a guy is only a class 4 and he's got to his head, he's as good as a class 12. He's basically knowledge without study. So now he's delivering the hours, well knowing he didn't read any of the theory bulletins, didn't read any case of the cases series, and he somehow knows how to do it. Now, to give an example of a professional and doing something easily, but doing every little bit that is just right, here's an example. This little anecdote takes place in Italy. A lady goes to a shop and sees these wonderful bows, some of them very elaborate, that are for sale. And she marvels at them and picks one of the more complicated one for 20 euros. and she can choose the ribbon that will be used on it. And the old man there just cut the correct length of ribbon, and then in front of her picks up the ribbon and moves like this here, and in a few seconds there is the perfect bow with the ribbon she chose. And she says, what? 20 euros? It took you 5 seconds. The old man quietly took the ribbon, the bow, slowly undid it, and told her, handing her the ribbon, says, ma'am, the ribbon is free. So in other words, is the expertise. So when you're a true professional, things are very easily, but that's because you're professional, you know how to do it, and you can do a masterpiece where someone who doesn't know anything cannot do anything comparable. So this is what I have to say today about professionalism. So the winning attitude is to do everything as good and as well as possible, and never try to do things as an amateur, but to do it as a professional. That's what I try to do. Thank you for listening.
Stadt Hamburg an der Elbe.